Sean Weena from 291 to 347. Very nice. Let's go back and look. Let's let a few more people join us here on TikTok and YouTube. Let's see what our little EVAX is doing. Now EVAX, yeah, gosh, you know, on the surface it seems kind of fluffy. They got positive feedback on a patent application. That really is about as fluffy as it gets. But we'll have to keep an eye on it to see what it does. Good morning, MJ, T-Bird, good morning. Sheila, good morning over there on YouTube. Glad to have you over there. Good morning, good morning. Good to see everybody. GLSI joins the Russell 2000 index. That came down. BLCN coming back up. All right, how many of you out there were able to take advantage of WENA, W-E-N-A, on that nice little climb up? MD got it from 278 to 334. David got it 277 to 350. Robert 323 to 344. GRDI, let's take a look at that one. GRDI just popped up a little bit. Grid infrastructure. Take a look. GRDI. SVRA. Did you guys take advantage of that one? Hopefully you guys took advantage of that nice little climb, that dip down there around the 460, 470 range when it dipped and got into that one. I took that one from 470 to 5. It fell back down. And then I said I was waiting for that break of 5. My assumption was if it broke 5 again, it would get a nice pop. And it broke 5 and hit 513. It's at 510 right now. 511 on the ask. Brian got it from 483 to 520. Mike Reese got WENA from 314 to 344. Looks like everybody is taking advantage of these. Very nice. Debbie, good morning. Samantha, good morning. Heisenberg, I was in SVRA and twice now, and also OPTX. And we've been watching WENA. We don't know if that one's going to climb back up or not. Had just a beautiful climb from 295 to 364. That one was beautiful. Avril, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Excuse me. Brian, SVRA from 483 to 520. Gotta love that. Remember, that 5 break is what we were waiting for. Waiting for it to break through 5. And it did, but the bid has come back down to $4.99. We want it to stay above 5. Well, you guys are just nailing them this morning. My gosh. Every chat thread I'm looking at here, everybody is taking advantage of these. That is awesome. Dan says VSTO has a buyout offer at $42. Silver Fox, good morning. GRDI climbing up. Remember I mentioned GRDI, that it was climbing up. It was starting to curl up a little bit. That was that grid infrastructure. It's gone from about 206 to 218.5 since then. Weena pushing back up again. Look at that, 363. Can we break our 364? Our little pre-market high here. Let's make a new high on this one. This one should get some steam here. It's already up 117%. OPTX was up over 300% this morning. David got WENA from 301 to 365. Do you teach your scanner methods? Tony, all we're doing is trading on news. We're watching for momentum stocks that are going up in pre-market and just timing our entries. And we like to trade on news. We look for stocks that have press releases that come out in pre-market, and those are the ones we focus on. $359. But we do talk through that. We do talk through our entries and why. 366, we just created a new high here. 368. WENA is going crazy. David, 301 to 365. WENA's up 123%. Unbelievable. SVRA is stuck underneath that $5 range. We really need it to get back over 5. That's our target. We want it above 5. Vince says I have an echo. My apologies if there's an echo in there. Hopefully the echo won't interfere with catching some of the call outs. WENA now up at 383. Will it break 4? Will it break $4? M6, good morning. I haven't picked a new provider yet for my website. I haven't picked. I'm still doing research on them. 401. Samantha got in at 366 on GRDI. Or do you mean on GRDI? Well, I wouldn't say it's too late to get in, but I'd be very nervous jumping in at this price. The time to get into Weena was earlier this morning, around 7:25 this morning, when it started to move up and the volume started increasing. That was the time to get in, and that was down in the $3 range. Corey's in at 288. Mike Reese, second round on Weena from 345 to 405. Sean, second round on Weena from 337 to 401. He says, thanks, Jeff. You're very welcome, man. I'm glad I can be here to catch these and call them out. You guys are killing it this morning. Just killing it. Weena, oh, good. I'm glad you got in nice and early on that one. Weena. Oh, Sandy. Janice, good morning. Weena, 366 to 396. Nice trade, Samantha. Brian, 375 to 412. Jeremy in at 361 and sold half of it at 403. That one sure got a lot of momentum this morning. OPTX 779, 739. Ouch. Yeah, ouch is right. We're still watching for some new press releases. Weena back to 409. SVRA, that's the other one we've got our eyeballs on, but I want that to break 5. Need to break 415 on this bad boy. Let's see if it can stay above 4. AGRX News announces definitive merger agreement. AGRX announces definitive merger agreement with Insud Pharma. AGRX common shareholders expect to receive $1.52 per share of common stock, approximately 356% premium to the closing price on June 25th. Somebody else look at that. Is that on the pink sheet? Is that a pink sheet? OTC? AGRX is pink sheet. Not available on Webull. Can't trade on Webull. OTC. All right. Well, we know what to take a look at 9:30. It's on the pink sheets. It's the OTC stock. It's an OTC stock. So if you trade OTC stocks and it doesn't bother you to trade those, then that might be one to take a look at. Let me reread the press release for you here while we're having a slow news moment. AGRX announces a definitive merger agreement with Insud Pharma. AGRX will combine with Insud Pharma, expanding an already significant women's health contraceptive portfolio. AGRX, or Agile, common shareholders expect to receive $1.52 per share of common stock. That's approximately 356% premium from what the stock closed at yesterday. Now, the merger agreement is subject to Agile's shareholder approval, and Agile board is recommending shareholder approval. So they have to get shareholder approval still, but they're going to get $1.52 per share, and the price right now, the ask is at 36 cents. So this could, it's one I'm going to watch. It's one I'm definitely going to watch. It may do something, it may do nothing, but let's at least keep an eye on it. All right. Sean, thanks for a green day, Jeff. 4 for 4 on trades and done. Nice. All right. SVRA. Let's go. Oh, let me look at this press release real quick. New chief officer, so that's nothing. SVRA. Now there's our break of 5 that we were talking about. We wanted it to break 5. And it came right back down. You see how often it breaks 5 and then falls back? It's having a hell of a time above 5. Mike Reese, third round on Weena from $3.99 to $4.25. Thanks, Jeff. You are very welcome. SVRA for Greg, $4.70 to $5.10. Oh. How do you buy pink sheets after 9:30? Well, you should be, depending on your trading platform, you should be able to find the stock. You just have to know the ticker symbol. But you should be able to find the stock on your trading platform. And then right at 9:30, they allow trading. Now, keep in mind, on E-Trade, when you buy an OTC stock, they charge a fee. Remember how the brokers all the brokers used to charge a fee every time you bought and sold something. And then many years ago, they done away with all the fees. E-Trade still charges a fee if you buy an OTC stock. So when you buy it, they charge a fee, and it's like $4.99 or something, or $4. And then when you sell it, they charge again another $4, $4.99 or whatever it is. So you're looking at somewhere around $10 fee just to buy it and sell it. So if you make profit, you got to make sure you make at least that much profit or more in order to come ahead on that one. But you just have to check your trading platform. E-Trade allows OTC stocks, but I could guess there's probably some that don't. Yeah, the one I want to watch is AGRX. Let's see. All right. Let's go back to Lena, back at 4:15. Good morning. Reaper, good morning. RVIN again. Boy, it was sure climbing. It's been climbing since 7 o'clock this morning. We've mentioned it a couple of times that it was climbing and that there was a possibility that one could run again. It's coming down right now. But boy, it's been trending up since 7 o'clock. It might run up again. It might break over 18 again. It'd be interesting to see what happens with it when the market opens. And remember, in terms of those fees on when you buy an OTC stock, if your trading platform does charge a fee, and it's usually $4 to $5. It's not a lot, but you got to remember, if you buy, like, let's say you buy 100 shares, it's going to charge you that fee. If you again buy another 100 at a later time, it's going to charge you that fee again. And then when you sell that first lot, it'll charge you another fee. And then when you sell that second lot, it'll charge you another fee. So if you want 20, buy all 20 at once. Don't buy 5 and then 10 and then 5, because it's going to charge you a fee every time, every lot you buy. So keep that in mind. And some of your trading platforms may not allow you to buy OTC stocks. So, all right, let's go back to what we know is running. GRDI. We've been talking about that one all morning. Grid infrastructure. It's pushing up again. It's been on a nice steady climb since about 7:33 this morning. It's up to 740, excuse me, 242. Brad, no, what I use is E-Trade Pro, which is a trading platform that E-Trade doesn't provide anymore. They don't, if you already had it, you're grandfathered in and can continue using it, but they don't offer it to new subscribers anymore. GRDI at 245 now. Lanny, you're very welcome. Tamara, where are you putting your money? Well, we've been putting our money in quite a few of them this morning. Wena, WENA, has been a nice run from about $3 up to about 432. That was a nice grab. OPTX earlier this morning, that was up over 300%. That was a beautiful profit taker there. SVRA was another one. We got into that one on the dip after open at around 470-ish, and it did spike up to, what did it hit, 522. So another nice little scalp on that one. GRDI was another one. That one's been climbing up since 7:30 this morning. And let's see what other news we got. We've got 2 minutes here, about a minute and a half, and we'll get our next round of press releases. Press releases come out usually around 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30 on the half hour. Some trickle in here and there in between, but the vast majority of them pop up on the half hour. And we are only about a minute away from those 8 o'clock press releases. So let's hope we get something really good. All right, 1 minute to go. One minute to go. We'll see what we get. Be nice to see GRDI break that 250 again. Are you a day trader? Yes, we do primarily day trading on news. We look for stocks that have press releases. We've got all of our scanners set up for getting immediate notice on press releases, and those are the ones that we try to trade. All right, 4 seconds here, and we get our next set of press releases. All right, here we go. PRFX completes enrollment in its second part of its phase 3 trial. OPTT reaches agreement in principle for delivery of multiple unmanned surface vehicles to the U.S. government. And that's on OPTT. BJDX suggests prediction of mortality in sepsis patients. Take a look at that one. That one's popping pretty good. BJDX. BCLI reaches an alignment with FDA on a phase 3. Take a look at that one. BCLI. ANVS files for a patent. Nah, that's junk. INVS seems like fluff. And that's pretty much it. I've got a few more press releases here, but they're not doing anything in terms of price action. No volume. These facilities, still reading through press releases for you. And that was pretty much it. ICAD. All right. So we had a couple of potentials there that I told you to go check out. Let's start with Wena, popped up a little bit. Of course, we're going to get those crazy candles at 8 o'clock. I large scale cycling program. Nothing there. Caribbean. SVRA up to 5 again. OPTT popped up but came back down. BJDX still pushing up. How many of you grabbed BJDX? It's up 78%. That's the one that had the study suggest prediction of mortality in the sepsis patients that I read off. It has gone from 290 when I read the news to 566. Samantha got in at 474. Nice. BJDX, Fair Bidman from 401 to 470. Nice. GRDI 208 to 235 for Jeremy. Brad, BJDX from 437 to 509. Beautiful. From what time? Well, press releases start early in the morning, 4 o'clock, but they trickle in. They don't dump a lot into the market as far as news goes. It's very slow. But around 7 o'clock, right at 7 o'clock, they start dumping loads of news onto the market. And then they do it again at 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. And then during regular trading hours, you'll get some that trickle in. But our community on our Discord, they're on there at 4 o'clock in the morning calling out stocks already. They're running in real early pre-market. On our website, where we do our main live stream, I start at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time. And we're on at 6:45 so that we can catch that first round of press releases right at 7. And I stay on from 6:45 until about 9:40, something like that. So it's just shy of 3 hours. And that's my primary trading time, is during pre-market. But our community of traders in our wolf pack, if you will, they trade all day long. They're in pre-market and people trade all day long. I personally just mainly do pre-market and after hours, because they do the same thing in after hours. They release press releases in after hours. Oh, let's see. Got to keep track what everybody's doing here. Sean, BJDX from 411 to 518. 208 to 235 on GRDI. Todd got BJDX from 411 to 460. Nice. OPTX popping. Financial report. Let's go back to what is moving here. RIVN starting to curl back up again. Weena stuck at $4 here. Let's see. OPTX pushing back up. So we're back in the money on that one. SVRA at 5 again. So this is where we're going to really pay attention to SVRA. CHNR coming down. VLCN coming down hard. BJDX came down hard. In and out. Take advantage of the spike on the news. NOVO. EYPT news. iPoint Pharmaceuticals will highlight clinical regulatory developments. That's fluff news. Little news junket here on RIVN. Price target raised to 13. That doesn't help, does it? SVRA. Let's go back to volume. There's our break of 5 again on SVRA. That's what we're looking for, is that break. BJDX 480 to 368. Oh my. Yeah, you jumped in way, way high. SVRA. There's that break of 5 on SVRA that we've been wanting. And right here is where it's having trouble. We need to break 513. Come on. For that to keep going. RIVN. And then we had OPTT. Remember that one? Remember OPTT that I read off? Ocean Power Technologies reaches a principal agreement for unmanned surface vehicles to the U.S. government. That one had a relatively decent climb. Started out around 13.5 cents, went up to 18. Coming back down now. Darn good. No, there will not be a third shift today. I'm going to be on the road traveling today. All right. So let's take a look at BJDX here at 274. What's our float on that one? BJDX. All right, I'm going to take some on BJDX. Let's see if we can get here on the bid. All right. BJDX. All right. So we grabbed a little BJDX. AGRX. Weena climbing back. Weena's back over 4. Needs to break 425. BJDX. All right. 415, 420. Might break that 425. Ask is at 424. Yen still falling. T. Yeah, AGRX is not available for trading yet, but insiders are buying. It's not fair, but they are. Taco Crunch. Good morning. BJDX. All right, let's go back here. Weena 416. SVRA for Ryan. Got it from 481 to 519. Nice. CHNR coming down still. VLCN coming down. GRDI coming down. Everybody's coming down here. Everybody. DMAC Therapeutics announces $11 million private placement. DMAC. Now let's go back to let's see if BJDX gets bounced back up nice and hard. Yeah, SVRA is all over the place. It gets up to that 5, just over 5, and it has a hell of a time. It's getting up to about that 514, 515 range, and it just can't seem to stay up there. It pops over very quickly, but there just isn't enough buyers to keep it up there. We'll see if we can get BJDX to fall just a little bit more. AIEV climbing. That's Thunder Power Holdings. That one's climbing back up. climbing nicely. Let's see, what other news do we have here? No news there. PTT. I think the news on OPTT is it's good news. I read it as relatively decent news. I'm looking for some dollar amounts. Wish I had some dollar amounts there to look at, but I don't see any dollar amounts attached to that. It's up what's 18%. I'm 20% now. I would say that news is worthy of at least a 20 to 30% increase in price, and it's already up 18% right now. So I don't think I would expect that to go much higher than probably 17 cents at the most. Especially, let's take a look at the float. Especially with the float. BJDX. BJDX sees positive trial results. Brian. Yes, I am, Brian. Cody, AIEV from 240 to 285. Weena is struggling. Weena is not looking good. It is struggling. I don't like the looks of that. C-Dub's got AIEV from 240 to 285. It's up to two. We just hit 297 on that one. Terry, AIEV from 239 to 290. Cody from 240 to 285. Oh boy. Let me look here. Wait and see. $252, $251. I'm going to wait for it to drop back down to 250 somewhere, and I'm going to pick up some more if it drops down there. Burn Dog Weena from 290 to 320. Nice. Debbie, yes, I did. I got into BJDX, yes. I'm in at 279. I'm going to pick up some more BJDX, but it needs to drop down into the 250s for that. AIEV. That one's still in play. Boy, it sure is. Look at that. 322. Wow. AIEV. Wow. We just smacked 322. Look at that thing go. 324. That one is a hot one. It's up 86%. Wien is up 130%. OPTX is still up 224%. It was over 300 earlier today. SVRA still holding over 5. That's a good thing. VLCN starting to curl back up. Let's see, OPTT hanging in there. OPTT, that was one of the other press releases. It's hanging in there in the 15s. Yeah, there's been some big runners here this week so far. 200%, 300%, several of them. Sean, AIEV from 257 to 314. Thanks, Jeff. Very welcome, Sean. Ryan's in at 224. Are you in on AIEV? Let's take a look at that trend line. Ryan got it from 224 to 3. Yep. You have pretty much the same trend line on yours that I have on mine. So watch for that break below the trend line. Cynthia in BJDX. Well, we're going to hope that one climbs back up. As always, as I always tell you, make sure that you manage your losses. Make sure that you cut them short. We had that long conversation the other day. Make those losses short. And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Scotty got 350 shares at 217 on AIEV. Thanks, Jeff. You're very welcome. That's awesome. Ask is back to 279 now on BJDX. Anybody grab some of that down there at the bottom in the 250s? I wanted some down in the 250s, the low 250s, but I wasn't paying attention when it dropped down there. I was reading off press releases and looking at other things. So I missed that beautiful dip down there. That's okay. Let's go back here. SVRA broke and fell hard. Holy cow. Ryan got some at 264. You sneaky devil. Unicorn Hunter got some at 263. Dan got it at 265. Nice. You guys waited on that beautiful dip. You know what I do, if I miss when a press release comes out, if I miss that initial run up, I'm not quick enough on the trigger and I miss that really good entry, or it doesn't pick me up and I end up chasing it and I just say to heck with it. If I miss that good entry, I just back away from it. I don't chase it. I don't try to jump in at the top thinking it's going to continue to go. I just back away from it. If you miss on a press release, if you miss it, you miss it. Don't try to show up late to the game and jump in high, because you're probably not going to work out very well for you, especially in pre-market with penny stocks. They climb up on the news and then they dip. So my strategy is, if I miss the initial climb, if I miss that good entry, I let it fall. Just let it fall. And depending on the news, how strong I think the news is, if I think the news is really, really good news, and I think there's an opportunity there that it's going to curl back up once all that sell-off happens, that's what I look for, is that bottom. When it starts to curl back up again, then I jump in and try to catch the next run, if there is one. Sometimes there isn't a second run. Sometimes it'll head fake you, it'll start to climb and then drop. So you get out and you call it a day on that one. But you can't try to jump in late to the game on those press releases, because they do tank just as fast as they go up. Let's see, OPTT finally broke 16. Let's see if it can hit 17. Lena's at 4. RIVN floating sideways. OPTX is down. SVRA BJDX is back to 261. So we're going to keep an eye on it. See if it drops back down to 250. What do you mean by float? There's public float, and it's just the number of shares that are available to the public to buy. And the lower that number is, the better off we are in terms of price movement. It looks like Sheila is busy over there on YouTube. All right. SOAR. Nothing there. KOPN. Little news on that, but it's not performing. This might be a dip here on KOPN. Nothing there. CLIR Technology announces order of largest burner sold to date. Again, popped up and came right back down. No real opportunity there. WK. Nothing at 8:30. Yeah, there's nothing. There was nothing at 8:30. The 8:30 press releases didn't give us anything. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Big nothing burger. That's all right though. All right. It is time for me to pop off of here and get back to the website. You guys have a great trading day. I will not, will not be on at 4 o'clock today. I will not be on at 4 o'clock. I'm going to be in my RV traveling north. Tomorrow morning, we will still do the live tomorrow morning, but it'll be from my RV. I'll be inside the RV when we do it. So I'll still be on TikTok and YouTube at 7:30 a.m. Unless I have some troubles with the website, then I might pop in a lot earlier than that. But plan on about 7:30 for TikTok and YouTube. And we'll do the same as we always do, just doing it from the RV. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning from Forsyth, Georgia. I'll be in Forsyth, Georgia tomorrow morning. So you guys have a good day and a good afternoon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.